Okay, Gearheads, like I promised you, here is my second video of Gears of War 4 gameplays, King of the Hill on social. I got this on a Thursday afternoon, and I'm using the beautiful Bernie. And look, I lost every game this afternoon of King of the Hill except for this one. Oh man, I was getting bounced, getting owned, whatever, but I was about to, quit and have some dinner, and then I thought, well, gridlock. King of the Hill gridlock, and so why have I jumped in there? And look, you got to see this is me slowly getting warmed up and getting back to the jive and really getting into what, getting into the flow, the ebb and flow of Gears of War 4. So as the title goes, what Gears of War 5 needs to succeed. Now this is a bit of a response, a bit of reaction to Elder Succubus's great video of what Gears 5 needs to bring back. And in that video, he touches on a very, very valid point. And now, if you don't know who Elder Succubus is, let's just say he is a Gears of War aficionado, particularly in multiplayer mode when it comes to multiplayer here in Australia. He's way back from Gears of War 1, Gears of War 2, he got more popular in Gears of War 3. But the guy knows what he's talking about when it comes to the history of Gears of War when it comes to multiplayer, okay? So he basically said there is no montage community. And he goes on to say in Gears 1 and 2, particularly they didn't have Team Deathmatch. And he said in Gears of War 3 when Team Deathmatch was introduced, that's when it started to kill the game. And I look back at this, and I never played Gears of War 1 on multiplayer, I played Gears of War 2, and I'm not going to lie. It was the sweats of the sweats, it was skill, and it wasn't brain dead TDM. As a third-person shooter, it really relished in an objective gameplay and an objective game type of game modes, and it was. And what he basically says is, and I'll link the video in the description. I highly recommend you go and watch it because it really is valuable what he has to say when it comes to Gears of War. And it was basically, he said that to get the clips, to make the montages, and to put up on a certain YouTube channel, a lot of work went into it, a lot of kudos. It was before the Elgato was out. It was a Hopog and several other things to record and get it up there and hit those clips and try and get blindies and things like that. And he's right, because the Halo 5 community, or the Halo community, still has montages, right? It still does. Halo 5, by the way, and I'll link another video in the description by another Australian YouTuber called Mint Blitz, who I think is an amazing YouTuber, amazing skill level on Halo 5. He talks about Halo 5 being 1,000 days old. Yep, 1,000 days old. Let me say it again, 1,000 days old, and how the improvements they've done and what they've done with it and so forth. And it's a pretty good video as well. Gears of War 4 won't last 1,000 days. I'm just sorry, I won't. So I'm going to give a few things what I think and big changes for Gears of War 5 to succeed. Now, in this process, I'm going to be honest with you people, they've got a lot of competition coming up. The COD 4 is still but if COD Black Ops 4 does very, very well, the Gears community is going to suffer even more. So here are the few things which I recommend, which I think is the only way for the coalition to survive, or Gears of War 4 to survive. And starting off with, first of all, no season pass. Because the last one fucking sucked. No season pass. It was the worst season pass. It was just shocking. Bring back map packs if need be. And if not, just give us a new map like you promised. People, please, just if you're listening to me here, the coalition, F off the season pass. It is killing gaming. It is killing sales in games. Black Ops 4 was looking very hyped until they mentioned a gamer pass, and people didn't like it. That was more for, believe it or not, the zombie players. Loot boxes is the next one. Less focus on esports, more focus on community. Have only 2 game types, social and competitive. Remove core. And in competitive, King of the Hill, Guardian. And most importantly, in social, really, really limit the rotation, if not remove it completely, TDM. Now people say, oh, you can't do that, that's not great, it's not good, it's not going to work. Well, I disagree. Rainbow Six Siege has a very strong and sweaty community. It doesn't have TDM. No, not one mode is TDM. It's go and defend, one life, there you go. Why do you think a lot of people still play it? You can buy packages and cosmetic things here and there, and you can work hard to unlock certain characters. Well, guess what? The game is doing incredibly well. It sells incredibly well. It's still a lot of huge community across console and PC. Crossplay, it's amazing. It's a tough game. I don't like the community, but there's an example. So remove this idea of TDM. It's not even in your competitive game mode. It's not, people. You don't. All you have is escalation when it comes to esports. The only game that I know has TDM in it for competitive game mode is Halo, and that's why it works out when it's in that game mode, like when it's in the competitive list. TDM should be for warm-ups, for noobs to get used to it, just a warm-up play fun session. Remove TDM and replace it with free-for-all. That's it. Remove TDM, put free-for-all in, fuck off TDM. It was in Gears 3, Judgment, and worst of all, Gears of War 4, and it didn't do too well in Judgment. The big thing in Judgment was free-for-all. So remove TDM, put in free-for-all, support the whole community even more so. Have montage competitions, bring that community and creativity back, get them all involved. Get rid of loot boxes. Definitely just more to earn rather than pay for aesthetics. Concentrate more on that. Definitely keep horde mode and remove region locked. Oh my god, region lock is just insane. Oh, it's the worst thing you can do. It's Anime, who I was playing with last night, who jumped back on. Anime goes, what? It's region locked? Dude, it's 2018. It's like, what are they doing? Why are they having still loot boxes? Why are they still having season passes? Have they learned from Fortnite? What are they going to do? Shout out to get Def Gamer Jack there. Where are they? Where was their thinking and their greed behind that? Now, esports. I'm a big supporter of Gears coming to esports. I'm liking the bit of the increase here and there, but it's boring to watch, fun to play. But here in Australia, we can't play it. Most other countries we can't, and it takes forever to find a game. So fix your connection. Get on the same fucking servers as Halo. They're the things that they need to do to improve it. Yes, work on the campaign, work on the characters, earn skins. That's right, 1,000 Nasher kills on a certain level, you unlock a certain swarm or locusts. Don't pay, you do it. They did it with Gears 1, 2, and effing fucking 3. For Lancer, all that kind of things. Remove the Enforcer. Bring back the sword off if you want to for a power weapon. Focus more on what Gears of War originally was, which is an objective game type with camaraderie, not sweats and talking crap and 1v1s. Remove TDM, whack in free-for-all. That is a big improvement. No season pass. Unlock certain characters by achievements within campaign, horde, and multiplayer. It works for Destiny. Why can't it work for Gears of War 4? See, a good video game, in my opinion, these days is when you put the time and effort into it, you get rewards. So it has good multiplayer, good horde, good campaign, and good play, good skill play rewards to earn without unlocking. Cosmetic game types, I've got no problem with that. But man, it just drives me up the wall. And the community ourselves, this new community which just sits back and doesn't cap as much, or is more about aesthetics rather than their KD or whatever. Grow up. Grow up. Don't pre-order this game until we see hard proof that they're not going to have a season pass. Make these fuckers work for it, because we put a lot of our own time into it. I personally think we could sue Microsoft here in Australia and parts of Asia, because they promise to have dedicated servers when you're playing these video games, not when it's region locked. I mean, I don't think we'll ever get to court, but we're on the grounds of suing them. We could. So make these fuckers work. Tweet these ideas and suggest to Rob Ferguson, hey, remove TDM, mate. Because that's all people effing play. Bring them free-for-all. I guarantee you now, people, they said Gears of War 3 has a free-for-all mode for the next weekend. Everybody will be back on Gears of War 3. You can find games quicker on Gears of War 3 than you can get on Gears of War 4. How is that effing possible? So fix your connection. Remove TDM. Bring in free-for-all. Do what Elder Succubus suggests. Bring that camaraderie and that montage back. Build the community up. Not on esports or loot crates. Play to unlock certain skins and characters and golden characters. That was a huge effing achievement in Gears of War 3. One of the hardest video game achievements ever was on Gears of War 3. By far. So I'm really just driven up the wall, people, that it's just, they've dumbed it down and they've ruined it. They have. They've ruined it. And these are the things they need to do to bring it back. Otherwise, I'm going to get bored with playing it. It looks great, don't get me wrong. This game looks fantastic. And when it runs well, it runs well. Social shit. But, escalation, not a fun, bad game type to play. Keep that in. But only 2 game types. Social competitive. Free-for-all. And go from there. Horde mode, of course. Always keep the horde mode in. That's a big one. The majority of Gears players play horde. I don't. I can't stand it. I get bored with it. Definitely, and look, you know what? If you want us to pay for things, make it with a DSL with an add-on story, like a little side story here, like they did with Judgment and Gears of War 3. Do that. People will pay for it that way. You'll make your money back that way. Or if aesthetic skins, get the community to design skins like you did before and do it again. These are things you're going to have to do to make Gears of War 5 successful. Keep them going the way you are, it's going to die in the arse. It really is. It's going to die so quickly. Anthem's going to overtake it. Division's going to overtake it. Those companies have learned from their mistakes. Will the Coalition learn from theirs? I don't think so. I don't have much faith for it. So, Frag and Tab, be good to know today. You've got a couple more Gears videos or clips or bit of vlog coming along the way. I did enjoy it. Shout out to Death Gaming Jack and a couple other people I played against. I started playing really shit this afternoon, but I got back in the swing of things and I had a few laughs and enjoyed it. And we do win this game only just. I get MVP, luckily, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed this game, but I can only play so much. And Frag and Tab, a good day to know you. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe with notifications on. Follow me on Twitter, like my Facebook page. All these videos and things I discuss will be in the description, linked in the description down below. Please comment to me what you think would improve Gears of War 5, make its chances better and more in the competitive field when it comes to video games, so forth. A couple of nemesis there, Whitebot. Camping it up. Gridlock hits are great. I do like this map. It's very colourful. I do like the colours. The Xbox One X has made Gears of War 4 look incredibly sexy. But as always, this is your boy Whitebot saying next video will be Gears of War and then we'll be back onto Halo and Destiny and stuff talking like that. But, oh, look at that boom shot. Holy dooly. I do get a frag and tag. I heard a couple of frag and tags, but yeah, you know, nothing really worth watching. So, as always, keep it positive. Be good days that own you. And I'll catch you mofos on the battlefield. And when you frag and tag, do it with a tea bag or a smile. Catch you later, gamers. Woohoo!